Hey there, everybody. Welcome to another live stream of the weekly free instant tournament. A little bit earlier than usual. This is Sunday night on the Eastern United States. And it is Monday morning in Australia where I am. So let me just check that the streaming is all right, and it is. So I'll go to BBO, share our screen. The weekly free instant tournament, as I guess most of you are tired of hearing, is updated every Friday, just to have a few days to play it before watching this video if you want to. And it is found here under the solitaire tab. 8 deals, match point scoring. Usually some interesting things going on. So here we start with a clear 1-0 trump opening bid, 15 high cut points, 4-3-3-3 shape. No decisions so far. This in the robot system is what is called a minor suit statement. And from a past hand, this is unusual because when we are interested in minor suits over a no trump opening, there's usually some hint of slam. But my job here, as usual, is just to obey. Partner is the captain of an auction which begins with my hand limiting itself in both distribution and strength. So we have to show 4-card support for a minor. If you have it, we don't. So I'll probably show longer diamonds than clubs, but still I have stoppers at the majors. I have no reason to move away from 3-0 trumps. You can even have a 5-4-2-2 hand. The robot is just following a set of rules, right? So clearly no trump is best. He has a very weak hand. He might even have passed or invited. And 8 of diamonds. 8 of diamonds is a curious lead. Usually we would like to lose the lead to West while establishing the clubs, because that would protect our king of hearts, make it harder for him to shift to spades. But to do that, we have to win the first trick in dummy and lead a club to the 10. That might block our diamonds. The robots sometimes lead even singles. So although it doesn't look like diamonds are 4-1, they might. And the 8 of diamonds is a shortness, clearly. 1 or 2 diamonds. Which means that he's long in everything else. And why didn't he lead something else? Hard to get into the brain of the robots, but against a human, this kind of lead would mean that either he's trying to hit partner, so he's very weak, and doubleton diamond is a strange choice of lead once dummy shows the minor suits. So that is very, very unlikely that you're trying to be hitting with a weak hand, trying to guess partner's best suit, not after dummy showed emphasis in diamonds. So the other explanation is that he is trying to find a safe lead. So he has a very strong hand, balanced hand. He's not interested in giving up a trick to establish a long card anywhere. And if that is the case, that increases the chances that he has the queen of clubs. So clearly, at least to my taste, we should try to finesse him for the queen of clubs. And here we are. So now we have 9 tricks now. And no good reason not to just cash them. Diamonds are 3-2, clubs are 3-3. We will have 3 discards from our hand. So most likely we won't make any other trick. Have to discard. too many stoppers from our hand. They have ace, king, and ace at this point. So, and now, yes. I might have let a spade and ducked, but the robot should not get this wrong. It should play. Wow, 93%. That makes me very curious. People are passing in 3 diamonds after this bidding. They're not opening 1 of trumps. No, they're not. 4 clubs. Well, how do you get there? Anyway, let's move on. 17 high card points is a tough spot, because 2 diamonds, which is always sensible to start bidding with your long suits, but 2 diamonds is much stronger than what partner will expect. And therefore we might miss a good contract if it goes pass. But if it doesn't, if somebody bids something, then we have a reasonable chance of landing on our feet by showing extras later, maybe by a double or by rebidding something, or even by bidding no trumps. The alternative here, I guess some people would bid 1-0 trumps, but this is the wrong. I think bidding 1-0 trumps is in competitive auctions. Is basically aiming at game, and this hand is too strong for 1-0 trump overcall, by the way. 17 with a good 6-card suit can make a lot of tricks. But apart from that, if you bid 1-0 trump, you increase the chances of reaching game, but you decrease by a lot the chances of getting to the right part score. It's much harder to do part score bidding after 1-0 trump overcall. So, for example, if you bid 1-0 trump, partner may transfer to spades with 3-card support in diamonds. For example, he doesn't know you have diamonds. And so the other alternative is double with a doubleton spade, risky. I think we needed more to control the auction if partner decided to jump in spades. So I'll go with a simple 2 diamonds. And now we have enough for game, at least. No guarantees, but we have a stopper. Let's try 3 no trumps. So we have, partner has a nice hand for us. If diamonds are running, we have 10 tricks, 6 diamonds, a heart after the lead, ace, king, and ace. If they are not running, we're in trouble. But that means that it's a nice contract. If they are not running, we have to decide whether we try to finesse clubs after checking diamonds, so as to get 4 clubs. The king of clubs is here, 4 clubs, 2 diamonds, 2 spades. The problem with this line is that it's clearly right in imps. It establishes another trick for the opponents if the king of clubs is offside. And so to be more concise, or maybe more explicit, not concise. Let's say we cash ace, king of diamonds, and somebody has a queen third. We can lead a diamond and probably go down 1 if hearts are 5-4. Are they 5-4? Hard to know. Maybe West would have raised hearts with 4 hearts. Maybe they are 6-3. Doesn't matter, because maybe we will lose all the hearts that we have to lose and the queen of diamonds. And if we finesse in clubs, we lose that plus the king of clubs. And in match points, losing that extra trick might be bad. And so, one interesting thing to consider is that we might lead, if we decide that we don't want to finesse in clubs, maybe we should lead clubs now. The queen, to tempt West into a cover. So let's try to guess, estimate distributions and strengths here. We had 17, dummy had 8. That's 25 high card points. There are 15 missing. So if West has a king of clubs, it's the only high card in his hand. At East then has something like ace queen jack of hearts, the queen of diamonds, and queen jack of spades. It's not impossible, but it is a narrow target, very narrow. It's not impossible. That argues for finessing in diamonds, by the way, because the queen of diamonds is very likely in East. But on the other hand, if we finesse in diamonds, that means that we are playing West for a singleton diamond and heart support. He's not vulnerable versus vulnerable. I don't believe that. Maybe the robot is as timid as that, but I don't believe that. So I will not finesse in diamonds. That said, I will not play the queen of clubs straight away. Let's unblock our diamonds here. Okay, life's easier. Now, if we want to make an over trick or two, we have, after running 4 diamonds, we'll have 5 cards in our hand. Then we will have 3 spades and 2 clubs. And he's here, if he protects everything, if he has a king of clubs, if he has the long hearts, if he has a queen jack of spades, he'll be in trouble. So let's watch out for that ending. 1 club each. 1 heart each. Spade and a heart. So if this guy started with 5 hearts, he has only 1. He discarded the spade. So we don't want to finesse in clubs. I don't, at least. So I'll cash spades. If he shows out. Now, who has the jack? If he started with the jack, he has. He started with queen jack 4th. And then he discarded the club way back from singleton king. I don't believe that. So the jack is here and the king is offside. So let's cash our 10th grid and be happy with the good result, because some people won't be game, some people, yeah, 82%. At that point, if I decided that the jack of spades was there, it couldn't be, because he still had a heart in his hand. Anyway, 18 high card points. That's a jump in no trumps. Not anymore. Just so you know, partner is showing a nice hand with club support here. And so we have to think about slam. If partner has, it's not really likely, because the 4 little spades are tough on us. So if partner is not long in spades, but it's probably not short either. But we have so much that we can't really do anything less than show extras. The robot is a very bad slam bidder. One of his major weaknesses is slam bidding. And for instance, I wouldn't dare bid 3 spades here. I think it would be bad bridge, even with a human, because you shouldn't be bidding bad suits in a slam auction. But if you eliminate 3 spades, then 4 clubs is probably the best one to check on whether partner has a hard control, or 4 diamonds. Either of these should be strong, game forcing, looking for a slam. I don't think the robot, I don't want to risk that. So my major strength showing action here is repeat Cupid. He's showing a minimum, and we are here at a common match point dilemma, in which we might have scored 3 no trumps, more than 5 clubs, therefore. And so since we are locked into a minor suit at this point, you should maybe risk 6. In other words, a 6 that is not as attractive slam, that is not as attractive in imps, let's say a 40% slam, becomes our best shot here, because 5 clubs is already a bad score. So let's say no trump makes 10 tricks, just to exemplify the concept. No trumps makes 10 tricks and 60% of the people are in 3 no trumps. We are already losing to all these guys. Even if we make 12 tricks, 620 will lose to them. 420 actually, we are not vulnerable. And so we should risk slam here. I think we should. Maybe go down. Okay, the Doubleton spade that I was hoping for. It's a very nice hand for us. That means that we will probably score 5 club tricks after a ruff, 4 diamond tricks, 9, ace king, and ace 12. So the Doubleton spades, another way of looking at the Doubleton spade is that we have a little heart to ruff in our hand. So should we decide? We should begin, of course, by drawing trumps. If they are 4-1, we have to ruff a spade in dummy. Doesn't matter where we want, we win. Let's check this. Yeah, now we establish our spade ruff. Notice how I cash the clubs preparing against the finesse in East. Oh no, heart 7-1. Well, I couldn't protect against that because this king is, well, I should have led a spade to the 10. That was sloppy play. I should have played a spade to the 10 immediately. Like ace of hearts, spade to the 10. Yeah, 0, deserved 0. Let me clarify what I should have done here. I was too relaxed about heart 6-2, which is most likely, but given the vulnerability, heart 7-1 is not as unlikely. So it was really hasty play, hasty online play. And so the proper play here is winning the lead in our hand and leading immediately a spade to the 10. So if West plays a king, which we won't, but if he does, we play the ace, and now he has no answers at all. So if we lead a spade to the 10, now we can later, he will probably continue spades or diamonds or whatever. Then I can cash 2 clubs, and in my hand, ruff a spade, draw trumps, and make 12 tricks. That was, let's see, that's a 0 to a top, probably. I don't think, yeah, nobody was in 6 clubs. Well-deserved hit. Anyway, 16 high card points. Another slamish hand. I would like to have a way of finding out whether partner has spade support, but we can't really do that in standard bidding. We don't have a forcing 3 level 1 suited hand here. So what I'll do, I don't want to splinter with a singleton king as well. I think I'll improvise. A very curious way of doing that is bidding a false suit. Let's see if he bids 3 spades. Okay, no, he doesn't. His raising clubs has only 2 spades. If he had 3 spades, we might have an easy grand by just asking. He might have 3 aces in the queen of spades. That would be a very worthwhile grand. He still might have that. with, okay, like with 4 spades, that's important. 2 or 5 with no queen. No queen is bad news, so we are missing 1 ace and the queen of spades. And we don't have any fit, so we should sign off in 5 spades. It's frustrating, but it is how it is. And here we have everything we wanted. We've got the whole world. And look, this 2 of hearts lead is probably not from, at least it's probably from 4. Hearts are apparently 5-4. And so our best, we don't have, well, 7-6-5-4. It's an interesting suit. The question is whether we should play a low spade to the jack or the jack of spades from west. If spades are 3-2, they're both roughly equivalent. Spades are 4-1, and this guy has a singleton. It's best for us to lead a spade to the jack. If this guy has a singleton, it's best for us to start with the jack of spades. Trying to reconstitute possible east hands that would be just low, the 2 of hearts without the ace or the 10-9. They look more like 10 of diamonds. East has queen jack of diamonds. Should he, who's more likely to have length in spades? That's the question that I'm asking. 4 spades. This 10 of diamonds probably indicates that it's west, so I'll play normally, I guess, spades, low spade to the jack. Okay. We are home. Yeah. Rough a heart high. Everything was the same. And 650 is probably an average result. Yeah. Okay, a heart, 2 diamonds, 2 hearts. I guess 3 diamonds since it's forcing. 3 spades, 3 no traps. We have the stopper. We have weakness in spades, opposite weakness. Yeah. That's a horrible opening bid. And I would open, I know the robot really hates opening 2 hearts with a 4 card major on the side. That to me is a 2 heart opening bid at these colors. I don't have any idea of the best play at this point, and I will just see if they can help me by leading some black suits. The ace is here. I'll duck this. Maybe he'll catch the ace. Yeah. It's still down 1. But I made it the king of clubs. It's not bad making the king of clubs. Now let's cash our tricks and run home. But only perhaps if this guy has the ace of spades, the last heart, and no more clubs. And we pay attention to his discards. No, he discarded a club, so he has it. He has the fifth club. He's not keeping a low spade or a low heart. Down one. Not bad. Okay, 12 high card points. One club opening bid. Partner is showing the majors. I hand is the honors in the majors are nice, but I think I'm torn between one spade and one no trumps. Let's try one no trumps. Maybe I can beat spades later. Yeah. Let's compete in our possible 4-3 fit. What's this guy doing? Nobody knows. I don't want. Okay, we found a nice spot. Ace, king, ace, king. We're missing. And rough this high. Now, this guy that probably doesn't have a singleton club, so it's quite safe to start establishing your clubs immediately. Now we can draw trumps. Unless he's roughing with a singleton. If he is roughing with a singleton, then he should have the king of hearts. Yes, he did the queen of hearts. He was roughing with a singleton. That's annoying as hell, because I can't draw trumps now. East has one more trump. So what that means is that I should have drawn trumps before leading clubs, but that was very risky because West has a lot of high diamonds. If I draw all the trumps and he has a club entry, he runs diamonds. So I have to guess hearts now. And West has ace king queen of diamonds and nothing so far. I'll play him for the queen of hearts. Okay. Oh, what I'm saying, I'm miscounting my tricks. Too early in the morning for me. Just cross rough here. I thought I needed an extra trick after spades with 4-1. Okay, 17 high card points. Let us start with a one of trump. 2 diamonds. Okay. 2 more tricks, 2 more deals for us to survive the bad play on board 3. And we have 8 tricks here, 4 hearts, 3 diamonds, and 1 club. You can get to with 9. No, 8. You can get to 9 by playing spades. But playing our shortest suit, trumps is never obvious because that's a suit that they are supposed to be playing. And so maybe we should think of messing with clubs and hope that they'll switch to spades. The problem with that is that we're on the wrong hand to lead clubs. And leading a club to the 9 will probably not be very fruitful. Even if they switch to spades. We lost 2 tricks. And 2 tricks in spades and 1 in clubs. So The club to the 9, they lose to minor honor, and they insist on diamonds. I lost the time to establish this spade trick. They may even get me down. It's not. I'll leave the spade. This king on bunch on the one hand probably increases the chances that West has the king of clubs. So let's test diamonds. And lose a club. Can they be 5-1? Probably not. So now hearts and the diamond is established. King jack 10 there. Wouldn't make a lot of difference. 68% still. Okay, 3 hearts. That's an interesting hand. You might get a slam if Potter has very good hearts and they hit on the wrong lead. For sure, then we have a slam. Quick him with king, queen, 7th of hearts. Maybe there's no wrong lead. So this is a very slamish hand. We have 7 tricks, and Potter should, if he has 7 reasonable hearts, he can contribute at least 6 tricks. And so I think I should just black wood because his key cards are all in hearts. So let's find out his heart. 1 key card. And I guess he has the queen as well. It doesn't matter because we should have 10 hearts. 1 key card means 6 hearts, not 6 no trumps, because we'll have to lose a heart trick very likely. If you had 2 key cards, we would consider. So here, they got the right lead, but we have an immediate pitch, and that's one possibility. And so we pitch immediately, our loser. And now we go after trumps. And happy ending. %93%. It's surprising that people are not slamming. They're not counting their tricks. We might have won this one if we didn't slip on board 3. But still 67 is quite respectable. I hope you enjoyed it as usual, and I'll see you in my usual Eastern US time next week. Bye-bye. Fala, Peladão.